Hello, good morning, lovely. It's Yasmin Vorajee from Tiny Time Big Results, and today's video is all about leverage. And it's funny because when I start talking about leverage, my husband starts rolling his eyes and he's like, "Oh, you're talking about leverage again." And sometimes I know that when I talk about leverage, people kind of go, "I don't really know what you mean by leverage, and how do you build leverage into your business? How do you create leverage?" And so that's the purpose of this video, is to explain what I mean and why it's such a crucial part of the Tiny Time Big Results philosophy. Because the reality is that, when you have limited time, you need to get really creative about how you make money in your business. And if you are exchanging your time for money, then you're always going to have a cap on how much money you can actually bring in. So if we assume the example of a 20-hour week business, really probably only 10 hours of that is going to be billable. So the work that you actually do that you're going to get paid for, because you've so much other stuff to do. You've got the admin, you've got to market, all of the other things that, a business owner has to do. So really the only hours that you're going to have are billable hours. It's about 10. And say you're charging €100, pounds, dollars for that hour. So you're only ever going to make 1,000, and 10 hours of actual one-on-one work, one-on-one appointments. It's intensive. And, there might be part of you that thinks, I can't keep that pace up. It just feels it's just exhausting. I'm feeling overwhelmed already because I'm thinking I'm going to have to do 10 hours every single week, and I'm only ever going to make €1,000. I'm only ever going to be able to make 4,000 in a month. And maybe that works for you, but you want to make that money, but you don't want to necessarily exchange that amount of time for that value. So here's how you create leverage in your business, okay? It does require a mindset shift, but if you're open to it, then I do believe that this can be incredibly transformative in your business. I don't say that lightly, because what I've done in my business is build leverage in. I've created leverage. So that means that I can work, my 3 hours, 4 hours a day, and still create a healthy income. And I don't have an income cap. I don't have a ceiling onto how much money I can make. So how do you create leverage in your business? It's very, very simple. It's not easy, but it's a simple concept. And what you do is you exchange value and not time. So your job as a business owner is to determine the value that you're creating through your packages, through your services, through your offers. And when you can create a ton of value, you can get paid really well for that. And there's lots of different ways that you can do this. One way of building leverage, or one way that I've done it, is through my book. This is a way of creating leverage. Another way of creating leverage is, through an online program. Maybe it's an online course that, people can buy and they study it themselves. Maybe it's a group program. Maybe it's not that you're selling your hourly rate or your daily rate or your half-day rate, but you're creating a package. So if you're maybe working in corporate, instead of saying, I'll be doing 5-day, sessions with your team, instead what you're doing is you're packaging it up with lots of value. That maybe there's an assessment that you do with your with that group of people. Maybe there's emergency coaching sessions that you include. But what you do is you're creating a lot of value, but you're not exchanging your time. And every business is going to be different, but every business can do this. Absolutely, without a shadow of doubt, you can do this. Another way that you can create leverage is by creating a premium package or a premium product. And in the book, I actually share about how one of my clients did exactly that. And she went from, charging 50 quid to £750 for the same amount of work. So it is completely possible. It does require that mindset shift. And, my question to you today is how open are you to this? Now, this is one of the things that we'll be talking about in my workshop that I'm running later this month in Dublin on the 26th of March. So you can find the link below this video. And that's one of the things that we're going to be looking at, is how do you create leverage in your business? And I love this conversation because it gets the creative juices flowing. If you can't make it to Dublin, or you just can't wait that long and you think, I want to know how to create leverage in my business right now, then definitely book a Tiny Time Triage session. Because what I can do, walk you through are the steps that you need to have, or the things that you need to have in place in order to really scale your business, which is what leverage allows you to do. So if that's of interest, then you can book a call with me, and I look forward to connecting with you then. In the meantime, today, just think, how can I exchange value and not my time? I'll leave that with you, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.